World War II Project by Teresa, Camden, and Zane.
The first P-38 was created in 1939, but it wasn't officially introduced till 1940. It was able to follow a steady course at 413 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest planes till the end of the war. It wasn't designed as a fighter. Having the minimum weight possible made it way more advanced than the rest. It was faster than most, even using only one engine. It was used to shut down lots of Japanese airplanes and participated in some of the most famous battles of Europe, like the Battle of the Bulge. It was the only truly successful plane with two engines at this time. It wasn't created to be mass produced, but orders started to grow massively, so production increased. The first model of the P-38 was the P-38F Lightning. It was considered unconventional, but it was highly needed. Then it came the XP-38 that was built in secrecy, but it had a tail flutter and crashed after 16 days only with an air time of 11 hours and 15 minutes. Then they created the AP-38-8 Lightning, but its major defect was its aerodynamic. The speed increased rapidly and the front dropped until the dive was almost vertical. Trying to fix it, they created the P-38E, but it wasn't perfect either. It had several engine problems, and finally it came the P-38 Lightning Aces. It was the latest model created, and it was successful. One of the most famous P-38 was the Scat 3, piloted by Robin Olds.
Robin Olds was commissioned with the 497th Fighter Squadron and first saw combat in Europe on May 26, 1944. His missions was bomber escort and attacking transportation occupied France in preparation for the invasion of Normandy. Olds showed immediate interest in aircraft maintenance and emergency servicing. He insisted that his aircraft, a P-38J Lightning that he nicknamed Scat-2, be waxed to reduce air resistance. On July 24th, Olds was promoted to captain and would later become squadron leader. Olds shot down his first German aircraft on a bridge bombing mission in France on August 14th. On August 25th, his squadron had spotted 40 to 50 Messerschmitt Bf 109s near Wittenberg at around the same altitude as them. Olds and his wingman went Maverick and started a 10-minute pursuit of the Germans. He and his wingman engaged in a dogfight over Butzow. Both engines in his P-38 had quit because Olds had neglected to switch to internal fuel tanks. Despite this, he continued the fight and downed a German Messerschmitt before restarting his engines. During the dogfight, he had shot down two planes and another plane on his way back to base to become the first ace of the squadron. His combat report stated, "Still in a shallow dive, I observed another P-38 and Me-109 going round and round. It seemed that the 38 needed help, so I started down. At about 4,000 feet, the Jerry, still way out of my range, turned under me and slightly to the right. I rolled over on my back following him and gave him an ineffective burst at long range. By this time, I was traveling in excess of 500 miles per hour. My left window blew out, scaring the hell out of me. I thought I had been hit by some of the ground fire I observed in the vicinity. I regained control of the aircraft and pulled out above a wheat field. I tried to contact the flight to get myself recognized, but observed an Me-109 making a pass at me from about 7 o'clock high. I broke left as well as my plane could, and the Jerry overshot. I strained out and gave him a burst. He chandelled away steeply to the left, and I shot some more. He passed right over me, and I slipped over in an Immelmann. As I strained out at top, I saw the pilot bail out. Olds was originally credited as a top-scoring P-38 pilot in the European theater of war.
One of the main battles that this plane took place in was the Battle of the Bulge. The Battle of the Bulge took place during World War II. This battle was caused by Germany, who wanted to split up the Allied forces and make it from Edinez to Antwerp. On December 16, 1944, three German armies, more than 250,000 soldiers, hit America with a surprise attack. Germans attacked at St. Vith, where they were mostly successful. Germany continued to push to Elsenborg Ridge, Hoffeleis, and later Bastogne. The reason Germany was so successful was because they attacked where America least expected it. They attacked on a hilly forest that was only protected by two ill-prepared American divisions. One had never seen battle, and the other was still recovering from the last battle. Germany cut through the American defenses with one of the most devastating battles America had suffered in World War II. Though American divisions were being pushed back, they bought enough time for the Allies to arrive at a good spot to stop Germany and for Brigadier General Bruce C. Clark's defense of St. Vith to start. His plan was for the Allied forces to group together, which on a map or from high above would have looked like a bulge, which is what some people think gave this gruesome battle its name. This battle raged for over 3 weeks. 100,000 American soldier casualties. The war in Europe started in 1939. Hitler was the dictator of Germany, and with the help of Japan and Italy, they formed the Axis powers. Germany was trying to rebuild their empire and gain territories. They wanted to create the greatest empire. The Allied powers were France, Great Britain, and later the US. The US didn't join the war until the attack of Japan on Pearl Harbor. In 1944, at the moment the Battle of the Bulge happened, the Axis power dominated Europe. They were in control of the majority of Europe, like Poland, a part of France, and a part of the URSS. At this point, the goal of the Allies was to free Europe from the Nazis. The US joined the Allied powers and fought in the Battle of the Bulge against the Axis powers.